Hello, I'm TheNerdySteve and welcome to my movie review channel. If you like what you see, I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, or subscribing. Today we'll be reviewing Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey in one take. So, let's go. Odysseus has won the war, but has not yet returned home. While trouble is brewing as his son and wife try to appease her suitors, we learn of his adventures and why he is still abroad. Maybe he'll come back before tensions rise too much. So I read The Odyssey my freshman year of high school, but honestly, I don't remember anything about the experience. I suspect a lot of people are in the same boat. That was such a long time ago. That being said, I literally could not care less about how accurate this adaptation is. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. I've said this before, but I think retelling a story in a different medium requires changes. I welcome those changes. I just want to be entertained. Let Nolan take what he found most compelling about the source material and show it off in his own unique way. And that he does. The film is filled with Nolan DNA, and I think if you're a fan of his, you'll absolutely enjoy this. There are a lot of different perspectives and timelines to consider, which I normally am not a huge fan of, but it wasn't confusing or overwhelming, and I felt that its elaborate nature really added to how grand everything felt. It truly felt like a tapestry that was being expertly woven together. There are essentially two distinct story threads in this film. There's Odysseus' family's troubles involving his wife and son, and his own perilous travels. I found the drama with his wife and son to be surprisingly compelling as they navigate the politics of Ithaca that is now bereft of their king. It's not the most complex relationships on film, but they were genuine. The stakes felt high and I cared about these characters. Then we have the adventure portion of our film, and that's when it thrives. Odysseus' time on screen is spent from going to spectacle to spectacle. It's set piece after set piece and really gives the film a certain theatricality that most films only strive for. They are just beautifully shot and captured. This is a nearly 3-hour-long movie, but it flows so quickly, and that is largely due to how captivating and diverse the scenes are. I was incredibly engaged. I want to say that I think one of my favorite parts of this film is its pacing. The flow of this movie is just magnificent and does not feel anywhere near its runtime. There could have been another hour and I would have sat down and gladly watched it. The performances are also fantastic. I felt that this is one of the strongest ensemble casts I've watched in a long time. For how many actors there are, I don't think there's a weak link here. Everyone is phenomenal. My largest criticism of the film is that, while I enjoyed its majesty, I kind of wish it felt a little more epic. There's a scene with a giant cyclops that was incredible, but I kind of wish it just felt a little more terrifying and grander. The fight scenes are great and most are excellent, but there were a couple that could have been a little more exciting. Specifically, there's one where a character fights many opponents at once, and the movie does this thing I hate and have the enemies mostly just stand around until it's their turn to fight. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. Or there's a scene involving the ship navigating a whirlpool that, while exciting, was a little anticlimactic. It could have been a bigger moment. Again, this does not mean the film isn't exhilarating. It is, but instead of being 100% of where I thought it could and should be at some parts, it was only at 90%, which is still very good. Overall, I absolutely enjoyed The Odyssey. It delivered on everything that it set out to be. It's a thoroughly entertaining reimagining of this classic tale. There was not a moment I was bored. I haven't been this locked into a film in such a long time. It took my attention and kept it, which is a feat in itself. I absolutely and highly recommend this movie. I'm TheNerdySteve, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, like and subscribe and comment below to tell me how right or wrong you think I am. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.